So I know I was supposed to talk about solitary today, but I'm going to push that to tomorrow, and it doesn't really matter because I got plenty of time. I'm going to be talking about other things besides just the episodes, so I got plenty of time here. But I needed to talk about this to get this out here, uh, because I've been getting almost no comments on these videos, which doesn't bother me. Uh, but I've already had one uh, one comment that I'm going to have to address because I know I'm going to have to address this right now. So this is like a public service announcement. Uh, they were not dead the whole time. They were not dead the whole time. They did not die in the plane crash. That is not how the show ended. That's not true. If you think that, you're wrong. If someone told you that, they're lying or they're wrong. They weren't dead the whole time. I implore you, if you don't want to rewatch a whole lot of stuff, just watch the speech that Christian gives Jack at the end of the uh, final episode, the very last episode. Christian is talking to Jack, and he gives a speech where he basically explains. He clarifies. He drives the point home that they weren't dead the whole time. You can hear what Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse have to say about the fact that they weren't dead the whole time. These are like the writers and creators of the show saying, no, they weren't dead the whole time. I mean, you can go on Wikipedia, it's not going to say that they were dead the whole time. You can go on Lostpedia, it's not going to say they were dead the whole time. You get the Lost Encyclopedia, which I have somewhere lying around here. That's not going to say they were dead the whole time. You're not going to see that anywhere, official. It's a theory, and honestly, it's kind of a dumb theory, because if they were dead the whole time, then the entire show is pointless and meaningless, and But yes, they were not dead the whole time. Okay, and I mean, I'm worried that I might have to make this again at some point in the future. I mean, I probably will, because it's like a constant thing to hear. They were dead the whole time. It's one of like my two biggest gripes that I hear in from the Lost community, and honestly, the other one, which is almost bigger than they were dead the whole time. Like, my biggest gripe is what I hear is the people who try and say, oh, Jacob was the real villain, and the smoke monster, he was misunderstood. He wasn't evil. It was Jacob. Like, no. I mean, look, Jacob is a flawed person. Yes, that's the point of Jacob. But the smoke monster was evil. Let's not, Smoke Monster was evil. The only reason they didn't make Jacob, good, purely good, was because that was Jack. Jack was the good to go against the Smoke Monster. Again, that's the point of the show. The Smoke Monster is the evil that you get in Walkabout, or before Walkabout, when Locke's talking about two sides. One is white, one is black. The Smoke Monster is the evil. I mean, now, before he became Smoke Monster, he's a tragic character. But once he is Smoke Monster, that's the thing that bothers me more. That's the thing that bothers me the most when I hear it. Because, if you're on Reddit, you see that pop up all the time in the Lost subreddit, and people saying, oh no, Jacob was the real villain. Oh, no. Well, I'll talk about Jacob and Smoke Monster and all that in the future, but I just wanted to throw this out there right now. Get ahead of it. They weren't dead. If you think they were dead the whole time, you just, I don't know, stop thinking that, or go away, or, rewatch some stuff. I don't know. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be back on the regularly scheduled programming to talk about Solitary.